Jack Smith in fear, seeks court protection threat. I also have some little video footage for you from Alan Dershowitz, and I also have Democrats denying election, exactly what this coward Jack Smith indicted Trump on. So this is what I've got for you today. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get in. Like I said, Jack Smith in fear, seeks court protection from threats. And the threat is, if you haven't already seen this, is a statement by Donald Trump stating, if you go after me, I'm coming after you, which is not a threat. If you're being attacked from someone, you're going to defend yourself, correct? I would. Nobody's going to threaten me on anything, especially when I haven't done anything wrong. And that's the case here with Donald Trump, and I don't blame him. Now this cowardly pansy is wanting to shut up Trump. That's another violation of his First Amendment right. This guy is nothing but a little bitch, and he has a history of failure. Now, he has a history of lying, and he's an admitted liar. Jack Smith admits making false claim to court in Trump case. He hid evidence from Trump's attorneys and got caught. Special counsel Jack Smith's team made a startling admission in this case against former President Donald Trump, acknowledging in a new court filing that it failed to turn over all evidence to Mr. Trump's legal team as required by law while falsely claiming it had. Right there should throw the whole case out. But in the indictment, if you've read the indictment, Jack Smith, the idiot that he is, shows all the violations that he himself, Smith, made, and it shows him violating Trump's First Amendment right. So if this isn't just a big setup, one after another, Democrats are just so afraid of Trump because they know he knows where the bodies are buried. So I want to show you Alan Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz is the most distinguished defender of individual rights. He is best known criminal lawyer in the world. He also went to Harvard, former law professor, known for his work as U.S. constitutional law and American criminal law. From 1964 to 2013, he taught at Harvard Law School, where he was appointed as the Felix Frankfurter Professor of Law in 1993. And Dershowitz is also a regular media contributor, political commentator, and legal analyst. He is foremost in the world, and he is not a Trump supporter. He did not vote for Trump. So I want you to get his take on what this indictment is. So listen to this.
Well, it's far more serious than any of the previous indictments. It really alleges a scheme to undo American democracy and to deny voters the right to elect their president. The problem is the evidence doesn't seem to support those very serious charges. In order to prove the case, the government will have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Trump himself actually believed he lost the election fair and square. That's going to be difficult to do. The charge itself is very serious, far more serious than mere possession of classified material, waving a document in front of somebody and bragging that he could have declassified it, and certainly far, far more serious than the absurd New York indictment. There's yet another indictment likely to come in Georgia, but this is probably the most serious indictment with some of the weakest evidence. So we have to wait and see if they can come up with more evidence than they already have. But I don't see a smoking gun here. I don't see anybody who can credibly testify that Trump himself believed that the election was fair and that he legitimately lost. And if he himself believed it, even if he talked himself into it, that may be a complete defense to charges of corrupt intention. Remember, a politician can't be prosecuted for not telling the truth or for expressing an opinion different from the government's. The Supreme Court has held that under the First Amendment, there's no such thing as a false opinion or a false idea. The answer to false ideas and false opinions is the marketplace of ideas, not criminal indictments. So they will have to prove that he actually believed that he was defrauding the public and the people who he asked to serve as alternate electors, because he knew that the election had been fair. I don't think they can prove that.
So now this is talking about someone that is definitely not a Trump supporter, and he has said it over and over again. He does not support Trump. So that's one take of it. To show you now, I'm going to show you some little clips that I have to break it down because one of them is like 12 minutes long. And I'm going to show you what the Democrats have said in the past. That's exactly what this idiot Smith is indicting Trump on. So I want you to take a look at this.
You can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee. And you can have the election stolen from you.
How can you win with Russian interference, though?
That's a real thing.
What I'm scared about in 2020.
But rightly.
Because I think he's an illegitimate president that didn't really win. So how do you fight against that in 2020?
You are absolutely right.
He's an illegitimate president in my mind.
Would you be my vice presidential candidate?
Folks, look, I absolutely agree.
Trump didn't actually win the election in 2016. He lost the election, and he was put into office because the Russians interfered.
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president.
The president-elect, although legally elected, is not legitimate.
I don't see this president-elect as a legitimate president.
You said you believe that Russia's interference altered the outcome of the election.
I do. We have a president who, if in fact it is proven, has been assisted by the Russians and may in fact not be a legitimate president.
The one thing that Trump is fearful of when it comes to his being president is that finally we will see how illegitimate his victory actually was.
I have an objection.
I object to the 15 votes from the state of North Carolina.
I object because people are horrified.
He's an illegitimate president.
Do you believe Trump is a legitimate president?
What I believe is that there's no question that the outcome of this election was affected by the Russian interference.
There absolutely is a cloud of illegitimacy.
So that legitimacy is in question, yes.
So that was a very tainted election, and in that sense, it's illegitimate.
Why do you think the president is going to such great lengths to essentially prove that he beat you?
Because he knows he didn't. He knows he's an illegitimate president.
Because 10 of the 29 electoral votes cast by Florida were cast by electors not lawfully certified.
I object to the votes from the state of Wisconsin, which should not be legally certified.
Mr. President, I object to the certificate from the state of Georgia on the grounds that the electoral votes were not...
There's no debate.
And I object to the certificate from the state of North Carolina.
I object to the 15 votes from the state of North Carolina. I object.
I object to the certificate from the state of Alabama. The electors were not lawfully certified.
Is it signed by a senator?
Not as of yet, Mr. President.
In that case, the objection cannot be entertained. The objection cannot be entertained. Debate is not in order.
Ballot. Even with the
There is
malfunction,
no debate in order. Is it signed by a senator? There is no debate. There is no debate in the joint session. There is no debate. There is no debate. There is no debate. Please come to order. The objection cannot be received.
But the Russian
Section 18, Title 3 of the United States Code prohibits debate in the joint session.
I do not wish to debate. I wish to ask, is there one United States senator who will join me in this letter
There
of
is no
objection?
debate. There is no debate.
Now, you see what I'm talking about. These Democrats can sit there and deny, go into Congress and try to get it overturned, and they're trying to get the electors taken away from Trump. But that's okay. No problem there. We'll just do that. But as you've seen in that last video, that even Biden had to gavel that all out. You know he hated it to do that, but he actually followed the law then. Not now, the demented old fool. Probably don't even know what the law is. But yet we have yet to see any indictment on Biden for his illegal documents that he's had. That's found in multiple places. The Penn Biden Center, in his garage beside his Corvette, and other places. Chinatown. And the Penn Biden Center is one of the places where Hunter Biden had keys made for his associates that he was getting money from China, getting keys made for them to be able to go in and set up an office. But yet you've yet to see an indictment on illegal documents. But you see all the Democrats pushing to indict Trump on the document case, on this lie from Jack Smith, and overturning the election, and all this crap. You see that with no problem. But you're yet to see Merrick Garland charge any Democrats with the same stuff they're charging Trump with. So you see, it shows the two tiers of justice in this country right now. And that's why this next election is so important. You got to get out there and you have to vote. You got to get these Democrats out of here. We got to restore our judicial. You have to hold people that have accountable for everything that's been going on these last couple weeks. And we know for a fact that Obama is the puppet master that's pulling Biden's string. Everything that you look back, see, has Obama's fingerprints all over them. And why would a president, almost all other presidents, have moved away from D.C. after they've left off? Why Obama still lives in D.C. not far from the White House? You tell me that. If you have any answers to that, please leave them below in the comments question section, because this is just pretty fishy how he's the only one when he's from Chicago and he still lives in DC. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'll give some more information, because this is going to carry out for a long time, definitely into 2024 for the presidential election. Please share my videos, get them out to people. They have to know this information, because this is fact. Fact check any of this, I don't care. Let me know what you guys think. Leave comments, questions below. Please follow me on Rumble at ChazU, CHASU, and I'll leave a link here for my YouTube channel, which I post my videos on there too, but Rumble is my main page. Please join Rumble and check out some of the other videos from other people, and check out Dan Bongino, Wendy Bell Radio. Check them all out. They all give you facts to wake up these sheep liberal idiots that believe everything the Democrats are talking about, because it's all lies, it's all about votes, it's all about control. So as soon as I get some more information, I'll get it out to you. In the meantime, this has been The Talking Point with the Country Conservative. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.